And hello, all you folks out there in YouTube land. Lord of the Croc Squirrels here with the Snark Patrol. Say hello, Snark Patrol.
Hello.
Luckily, I'm not as dependent on coffee as a certain squirrel is, apparently.
There is never enough coffee. Ever.
Hello. Hello, Snark Patrol.
I see the Sanji's running a little on the behind side. That's what he gets for not having his lunch a tad earlier than 1 in the afternoon for him. All right. So, fun and interesting things all the way around this week. We have a game that was that Twitter despised because why the hell wouldn't it? You know what isn't a lie? Bacon. You're right, bacon. Bacon makes everything better, especially when wrapped in ninjas. Because ninjas and bacon are apparently a thing. Okay.
Sorry, I'm on a ninja-free diet.
Oh, sock. Hate it when that happens. Maybe if I wrap the ninjas with the bacon, would that be better?
No, I'm not too keen on bacon either.
Ah, sock. Now I have to ask if you're human.
I'm a very weird Kanakistan.
Kanakistani. Okay, so all of the fun things and none of the really weird things. Well, okay, scratch that. I do have something a little on the strange side for you today in the nudes. It looks to be that the PlayStation 5 isn't selling very well in Japan. Now, to date, this is not a thing that has ever actually happened. Usually it seems that usually the PlayStation dominates to some degree or another, but the PlayStation 5 isn't selling very well. And the market research firm in question seems to believe that the recent round of Sony censorship is largely to blame. The Japanese consumer is of the opinion that Sony has abandoned them. They're focusing on Western markets as opposed and taking the market at home for granted. This is not a good thing.
Nope. I saw this coming a mile away.
Yeah. Well,
So I have RTE to thank for that.
uh-huh.
He tipped me off long ago on this.
Well, you know, if you're a Japanese company and you're pandering to the West, maybe you want to think about that for a minute. Just for a sec. Especially when you're cutting the jobs of half of the developers on your own first party platforms. Or, excuse me, your own first party studios. And no, the Japanese don't like having their games censored don't like getting the games censored for the West. Why is the West the standard in a place like Japan? This is the thing. There are
because there's too many Karens.
Well, there's too many. That's just it. They actually don't tend to give a shit in Japan. The cultural norms are entirely different in some directions. Mind you, their insistence on not directly exposed naughty bits leads to mosaics. But the naughty activity is still allowed to go on.
Well, in some cases, it's even just outfits. It's not that the fact that they're actually showing anything. It's just the suggestion that gets censored.
I know, right? What's up with that?
Because we all know babies come from cabbage patches. You plant a bunch of seeds in the ground and you get a brand new baby.
Yeah, if only Xavier Roberts had been correct. Unfortunately, that's not what that is most decidedly not what's going on in the world. Of course, there's the whole 18 plus rule that we have here that doesn't exist in Japan. I think the natural rule for that is 13, but don't quote me on that because it's actually going to vary by prefecture.
Well,
I,
but you know what? But
yeah,
also, a lot of people that foreigners that have visited Japan, they say that um, there there there's some pretty high, like you're not supposed to like speak up for if you feel like somebody's being rude. Um, you're not supposed to you wear they wear t-shirts under like spaghetti straps, and like there's a lot of like very high etiquette out there.
Yes,
yeah.
but it's also a very high trust society. Typically, they don't have nearly the level of problem that we've been having over the last 10 years. And then the overwhelming majority of Japanese giggle at the idea of feminism, at least as it's described in the West today.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that women are equal, the idea of women's equality hasn't actually been a problem in Japan in the public consciousness in 50 or 60 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
They
it is.
just like,
Aren't they?
okay, whatever, you want to go work, knock yourself out. There are some people that do hold to a little more conservative tradition, the same as there is here, but nobody's making a huge problem out of it.
Yeah. Aren't they having a problem with where a lot of men are actually just not even wanting to get into relationships?
Yeah, they are
So
having
they're
that
just
problem, and
entertaining.
I can very much imagine why. Because, well,
Well, you can also rent boyfriends and girlfriends out there too.
yeah, you tend not to want to do that though. That gets, well, you can do that here if you really want to, but that's not the issue.
That's more for the upper class, anyways.
Very much. The whole idea of an escort for whatever period of time is an expensive one.
Oh, I think what Kat was talking about is that uh, they don't rent for intimacy; they rent for appearances.
Yes, I know. I'm fully
They
aware of that,
want
and
to
I know.
show up to their family's wedding without a date because they don't want
Yeah,
their parents bothering them.
yeah,
Why are you still single?
yeah.
Well, the idea of the arranged marriage is also very much alive and well there. Although there's a significant amount of choice involved there as well on the part of both parties. So, you kind of one of it's just kind of one of them weird things, and some of it's holdovers from very ancient parts of the culture, and other things have been kind of modified uh, for new stuffs here. Um, Answer: no. I would not I would not trust your average SJW in combat. No
No.
way, no how, no ma'am. Forget it. If you're gonna start
Well,
if you're gonna start ragging your buddies about all of the crap, then you probably need to find another line of work. And with
that
that, I think I'm going to make. I think I'm going to make a. I think I'm going to make a switch in scenery. Uh, that needs to be
what? Hey,
removed.
you got your fill of coffee already?
No, there is never that. That has never been a thing.
Hmm.
But I have to do it. But I have to do a thing here. Let's see where to go. And that is still set for golf with your friends. There you go. All right. I'll have to click that on.
No, that's another time.
There we go. How about some sense? A Cyberpunk Ghost Story. We're not going to apply a lot of time to this, but we are going to have a look around.
Cool. You gonna share with us in the
Yeah. Just a minute. Wow. 8 things at a time, please. Let's stick to 8 things at a time. That'd be great. Okay. There you go, Snark Patrol.
Cool.
Happy New Year.
Whoa. There's
Thank
a
you.
fourth person in there. There's a fourth person in here.
You find that strange?
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Tindra, thank you very much for the $15 and Happy New Year to you too. All right, so let's do this magic thing. I need to click here. Yeah, okay. So I actually did go about screwing with the options because that's just a thing. You can see exactly what we've got there.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have yet to push this button. Click. Noogum. And auto save points. Okay. It's okay. So we have to do the standard new game. Initially. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The PDA, which is not public displays of affection, it's personal data assistant. Don't get all excited yet.
Oh, but I feel so lonely. Nobody touches a scaly dragon such as me.
It's actually not even public. It's not personal displays of affection. It's public displays of affection. Now I'm an idiot. Okay. That's right. Squirrel has not had enough coffee. Attack, sprint, toggle the sprint and walk. Doop, doop, doop. I have no idea what that is, but I'm pretty sure I'll find out. Oh, there's cosplay.
Cosplay.
There's a dedicated button for cosplay. I am now thoroughly amused.
So I can dress up in a Sailor Moon outfit too?
Apparently. I wouldn't know what the outfits to look forward to. Ooh, Neo Hong Kong Subway in August of 2084. So 60 odd years from now. 63 years? Cool. Somebody's sleeping. And there
Yeah.
goes her shit bouncing away. Who that? What happened? Ooh. Pretty eyes. Okay. And this is the game that launched a billion tweets.
Yeah, and I enjoyed tearing those apart.
Of course. That nightmare was so real. Okay, there was a nightmare, apparently. Yes, I know. Over here. Did that bag just move? Okay, that is the Shirotech for an evil 1%er megacorp. Okay. And we now have inventory control.
Cool.
Maze lighter, a jade bangle,
Lighter?
etc. Yes, there's a lighter.
Wow. That's true. I don't smoke, but I always have a lighter too. Actually, I like those mini torch lighters. Those are handy.
I agree. Those are
I
handy.
have lighters at home for crafting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what
These
do I...
ones are like mini blowtorches.
Okay, how now, brown cow? Oh, what's that? Keiko! Gastric twirl? Whoa, you. That sounds, that sounds particularly vile. So why did the bag move? I'm kind of curious about that now. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm not going to get a chance to have a look. I'm not sure. What? Okay, what am I supposed to be doing now? Because we've actually only got left and right.
Oh, now you got journal.
Uh-huh. Journal. There's the picture of Kay. Ooh, a screenshot. Net Diver May. Okay. I suppose that's at least one thing. Ooh, anything? Okay, so we get to pick just the one thing. Fine. No map. Oh, I don't have to wait a bit. Old International District Station. Stay clear of the exits. Ooh, neon. And eat exit. Should I stand up the date or not? That's the question.
I don't think you're gonna have a choice.
Oh, I do. I suspect very much that I do. This game plays actually a lot like Tokyo Dark from a while back.
Ooh. Like the art in it.
Yeah, I got some really fun stuff in here. Don't mind the kids. They're just being loud again.
Pups be pups.
Well,
especially squirrely ones.
Pups, yeah, squirrel pups, definitely a thing. Okay, let's see. Who are you and why are you here? Don't need any unauthorized live feeds. Oh, she almost spilled the beans. How about you? He's off the street. You can put me anywhere you want. Oh, wow.
Wow.
All right, Sarge, kick ass. All right, so that gives me a thing. Oh, what's in here? Wow, that's a lot of blood.
Ay, ay, ay.
That is a shitload of blood. Who are you?
Ooh.
These are... Plus you can't... Ah, of course. Can't even touch the waifus. Oh, how rude.
Aw.
Augmented reality is basically just VR without the goggles. This is true.
Yep. Yep.
That's why it's augmented reality as opposed to virtual reality. You're still actually in the real world.
Yeah.
Are we becoming friends? Don't worry, my lady. I'm not one of those internet losers. I'm only into 2D.
Yeah, haul him off to the gulags.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Oh no, 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 no.
Oh, that's why you have a lighter. Okay. Not sure I like that blue hair, but yeah, the shape is weird.
Yeah. Direct
What?
approach. That's the wrong version of aw. It should be AWWW. But yeah, I'm being picky. Alrighty then. Well, some interesting people to talk to. Ooh, what is that? I have no idea what that sign looks like. The old rapid line. Okay. Apparently 45 minutes is rapid to get across Hong Kong. Okay, so I want to know why Trigger's pissed off.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Her date is female. You are just set dressing.
Once you go cyborg, you can once you start getting into cyber bodies, you can then become pretty much whatever you want.
Okay, what is? Okay.
My alternate personality is trying to be triggered for Trigger.
I wouldn't actually, believe it or not, I can't actually see the live chat right now. Let me just grab that real quick.
Damn.
Okay, first off, this has never been a Christian channel. The professional complainers routinely harass the mangaka because of the over-the-top fan service and impossible proportions. You go, dude.
Gee, isn't that a self-fulfilling prophecy?
Oh, damn. That's just whoa, dude, harsh realm. And on top of that, the guy actually stood up for this game on Twitter here recently. He swore up one side and down the other that there would be no censorship just because Trigger fucking said so. All right.
Good to know who the boss is, right?
Apparently the guy that made the game. I openly encourage this.
I mean, I don't object to options. If you want to install an option where they can turn on and off censorship, I fully back that. But when you start forcing creativity to conform, then that's when I start going, no.
See, as a mom, I'm all for options in the fact of child safety. Because, like, child censorship is nice, but after a certain point, you can't just keep them away from it forever.
Yeah.
And
it's better you be the one to teach them about what's
Yep.
right and wrong.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, coddling the child isn't going to help you much. It really is. It's not going to help you, and it's sure as hell not going to help the kid. Now, here's a statement. This statement right here suggests that the people that are currently triggered on the Twitter didn't actually play the game, despite the fact that they could. With the only the vaguest of paying attention, they would have found this, and I would have expected that they would have screamed about this sequence long before they screamed about the size of her tits. Long before. Saddest part is, with this loud minority never actually puts their money where their mouth is. Once they get their way, target destroyed, new target found, cycle, rinse and repeat effectively.
Yep.
Okay.
Bingo.
I am behind this guy here 100%. This is absolutely true, and it's going to keep happening until people stop bowing.
Yep. Here's the thing. Don't buy these games for your kids. These games aren't meant for kids. Don't buy them for kids. We don't buy hand grenades for kids, for reasons.
This also suggests to me that he knew he was gonna catch shit about this game. He knew it was gonna happen, and this is the result. Bravo, dude. Looks like a boba and manga date this weekend. All right.
One thing I have to say is definitely common sense needs to make a comeback.
I agree.
Because, certain things should not have to be put out in warning signs like, do not abuse your bus driver. Shouldn't that be a duh?
One would think, yes. One would actually think that, not beating the shit out of the bus driver would be a fairly good assumption. Unfortunately, it does not seem to be that way to some people.
It kind of reminds me of that. Remember that Saturday Night Live commercial, Opal, about the big and tasty or whatever?
Oh yeah. I remember that one.
Okay, so that's going to be it for that particular game for right now. We may come back to it because we didn't get very far in. But we have this thing here, Ease 9 Monstrum Nox. This is in fact a demo of a game that will be out early next month. I believe it's Japan and the West on the 2nd and the 5th. I believe it's in that order. One of us is getting the game 2 or 3 days ahead of time. At least according to NISA. Nippon Ichi Software America will know. I'm going to assume that they know what they're talking about. How's that?
Sure, why not?
Does anyone? Yeah, but does really anybody know what they're talking about these days?
I don't know. It depends on how terrible your SJW is. There you go. We'll cover the whole story.
And it also depends on how many people just want to make you wrong because they can.
Because.
Yep.
Oh wait, did I say this? Did I say the quiet part out loud? Oh. All right. So let's have a look at let's get a look at this demo because I haven't actually played this one. Our last critter for the day I have actually played. In fact,
This is number 9.
Yeah, this is Ease 9. Ease 8 was the Lacrimosa of Dana, and we went back. We looked at that one Want to say 2018. Was that the 20? No, it was. I think it was early to mid 2019, because the PC versions quality issues were a thing. Hey, Crypto, just in time for Ease 9.
Yep. You missed the game, you'd probably get triggered over. So you had better sense not to show up at that time.
Alright.
I'm teasing you. I know you're stronger than that.
Much as I'm likely to catch shit from at least one person for this one, I am going to use easy mode because reasons. It's not that I'm not used to them, it's that I want to be able to get as far as humanly possible. It's not going to.
Possible,
Okay.
Yeah.
Crimson
I like the
King
options in here, though. I love the options in here.
Actually, it looks like there's 2 stages. 2 different stages. I'm impressed. Okay, they invaded the capital and none of them people have invaded the capital and none of them. Yeah. There. Now you can have a look. Now shush. Alright, let's have a look at this one here. Cloaca. Well, we already know what cloaca is. That's a thing that fish and birds and dinosaurs have. This looks like a dungeon. And I was actually expecting something a little bit more, well, story-driven. So let's have a look.
No, it's just that weren't the previous one very story-driven?
Explore and experiment freely for 10 minutes, and then shall... What? Oh. What the hell? Apparently it's time limited, too.
Oy.
Alright. There's our friend Adel. We already know Adel.
So if you don't get them as boss in time,
Let's take it down.
you're up some street stuff.
I don't know. Find the boss.
Hey, I caught myself an orange cat.
I think there's something here.
It wouldn't be an apricot now, would it?
Yep.
Okay, actually was a big example. One of the things that pissed them off about, one of the smaller things that pissed people off in Japan was the switching to Western standards of the accept button. People got very mad because they went to Western standard for the functionality of the X or across the circle button.
Well, I can kind of sympathize with that. Yeah, because some games have really bad button layouts. Really hurt your playing. Yeah, I tend to get more pissed when they take
Well, I did say I did suggest that before. I would love to see a little bit more skill. Whoa. That's painful. Stop that.
Yep.
Yeah, they do a very good job of break.
How's the controls?
Uh,
Are they good?
yeah, they do actually seem pretty clean, although.
Yeah, because I know you had played some games.
I've
Oh,
played
shall
some
we
of
say-
these games where the controls are just freaking janky.
Let us go, Mister.
Yeah.
For example, well, let's go with an example that works for everybody. Ease 8, when I first got my hands on a copy, that didn't go very well.
There's something here.
Why? Because it had serious performance issues. Stick! I found a stick!
What was funny is when one of your characters basically teleported onto it. That was hilarious. It's like they snatched the stick on you. My stick. You can't have my stick.
That stick is mine, you don't get it. And if you want it, well, then you can get that. Okay, you still get a double jump, you just don't get a lot of a double jump for it. Which is, well, that's actually not ridiculous.
Yeah. I feel like that whenever you do double jump, they do like a little magic circle.
And I died!
I mean, it's not that it's... Ooh, you died. Wow.
I died.
And I didn't even get a chance to savor you dying.
Well, you weren't expecting me to die, so I guess you
Yeah.
Whoa, a treasure chest.
A healing potion! Healing potion's good.
Sweet.
The question is, how do I get there from here? I think I might know. Nope, that's not gonna work. Hold that. I think maybe what's that? Let's try it. Oh, it does work. Until you get the ceiling, of course. Just a second, please.
Sure. How's everybody in the chat doing? Oh.
Sorry, my newsreader has something interesting to say. Apparently DC is now on lockdown. Because they have loads of protests.
Something's
They
there.
don't want loads of protests. I can't
have
imagine why they
detected
wouldn't want
something.
protests. Unless they're being violent. But yeah, apparently some of them managed to breach security. So that's bad. Don't do that. That is a terrible thing to do. Okay. Now that is deep water. Deep water does not help. Apparently Adel cannot take water deeper than his knees.
So he can't swim. Okay.
No. Apparently not.
I guess with all that armor.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I always found it amusing in video games. You're wearing full plate armor, yet there you were doing the breaststroke.
Yeah, I kind of
And
found
not
that.
walking like Data.
Plunk, 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 plunk. Yep. Alright, so that wall running ability is actually pretty good. The only real problem with it is cannot change direction once you do. There's you're walking in a straight line no matter what. Yeah, poor puppy. Poor puppy can puppy. I don't. She is a puppy.
Yeah. But of course.
Ooh, I see you there. Now my question is, can I get there from here? Can I get there from here? There's the question. And I most certainly can. Hi!
Ooh, chest.
And my friends dropped down to the floor. I don't know anything about them though. Which makes me sad. Sad. I'm not going that way. I'm not going that way.
Just did it. I was looking at the wrong screen.
Were you looking at the live stream or the... There's a Discord stream and a live stream. Yeah.
Yeah. I went there to check on things, so every now and then I check things.
Something's there.
Watch them all die.
Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room.
Okay then, Mr. Dragon. I think
Yeah.
I will take a hard pass on that. I don't think I'm going to take a hard pass on that. I know I'm taking a hard pass on that because screw that shit. Okay. I think we've pretty much got it covered. Yep, that jumps. Okay,
Finally.
this should be the
Let's
end
take a
of
breather.
this area thing. Looks like we've got a little boss arena here.
Well,
That's
I didn't
not
hear
going to
any
end well.
objections from Sanji or the cat, so
Well,
they must be very open to the idea.
now, for the record, Thomas is... Thank you for playing the demo. What? No. Stop it.
Oh, you're kidding!
Oh.
Ouch!
Oh, it's not okay. Now we have exactly that. No, we can. There's still another mission we can do. So we didn't make it as far as the.
What happened? Did you run out of time, or?
Yeah,
happened?
that's exactly
Did you
what
run out of
happened.
time?
It's I ran out of time.
Ouch!
I only got 10
I mean,
minutes.
the game.
I mean, it works.
The game may
It seems
end
to
up
work
being
real
good,
well.
but that demo.
The demo is the demo has 2 missions and they're short. February the 2nd here in North America and on the 5th in the EU. Would you do me a favor and give me a date check or a day of the week check for February the 2nd? That'd be brilliant.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Oh, yeah, that's going to be on a Tuesday.
Okay, so that gives me the opportunity to have it all downloaded and happy by Wednesday morning.
Cool.
We're going back to easy mode, and we're going to go check the other mission now. Because I was expecting a story segment, was expecting story and combat, not just limited mission space. But it looks like something that might actually be worth playing. Apparently, Adol's been in prison. But Thomas, sometimes the stick is just a stick. Wait.
Yeah, but it's a whole lot worse if it fractures.
Only if you plan on shoving it in your cloaca.
Okay, for some reason the dragon is very quiet.
Why is the did the dragon get turned down? Because I can hear him clearly.
Yeah, I am quiet in the stream.
Oh,
He seemed very quiet to me too.
that is the thing
in
that should not be.
Discord, you can turn me up.
Well, how about I turn
On
you
your
up?
phone.
Actually, you're over 100% now. That's kind of weird.
That's weird.
Because nobody else has got any settings. Any settings elsewhere. Now, I caught the Robotron 2084 reference. I just didn't say anything. Alright. Allied behavior, camper reset. That'll be a nice thing to have. Main menu. Here. I do not see a character switch. That's... Or maybe that is it. Okay. You can glide while jumping or falling off high areas. Okay. Cool. And you have a gift gauge that will... that yellow thing was a gift gauge. Okay. So be it. And if you run out of gift gauge, you're gonna fall down. Okay.
It's my
It's
turn.
pronounced gift gauge.
Okay. Speaking of things that should speaking of things that should trigger the trigger, here you go. I'm gonna call attention to that because why not?
I sure like what she's carrying.
Yeah, in more ways than one. Okay,
Yeah.
I kind of like to see a little bit more about what she's supposed to do. Let's have a look. Now, do you remember they were saying something about gliding a second ago? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we let it go, if we let this go, that's a bottomless pit.
You mean like most teenagers?
My time to shine.
Here I go.
Okay, so that was a little weird.
I was guilty of being a bottomless pit when I was
Oh,
a little
we
little.
can actually warp some. There are actually places where we can warp to. Let's see. Quickly warp to locations
Okay.
marked with one of those thingies by pressing our key.
Cool.
Wow, he's got a very large area of habitat.
I said I liked what she was carrying.
The question, of course, is where is most of the pressure being placed?
Pretty much.
So she can whip that thing around in one hand. That's scary.
I know.
Something's
Yeah.
there.
Because all that says to me is that somebody been eating her Wheaties. Ooh, a flower. I found a
No
flower.
kidding.
Flowers.
That is someone you don't say no to.
Depends on what. Depends on what you're talking
Well.
about. It really does.
With a weapon like that, you just don't say no.
Yeah, well, some of the things that could be said no about was while we're having to put the weapons down. For example, I doubt very strongly she's still swinging that thing around her head. Okay. And you can take that any way you want to. I don't care.
No, my response is just like, please be gentle.
Hey, some treasure.
That's always gift gauge about anything. And that gift gauge is generated. So, who are you and why are you here? Yeah, it's very spiky. I'm gonna see what I can do while putting my pawn on. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do that. It should be. It sounds like it's actually that's what it's been. That's what the thing is. And I was actually expecting this game. I was actually expecting it to come out of now. It's actually not coming out. Yep.
Whoa, a treasure chest.
Chest.
Blade ring too.
Right. And luckily it wasn't a mimic.
Yeah. Her name is, apparently her name is Raging Bolt. And then,
Ah!
uh,
Yep, as I said, my only response to her is be gentle.
the
Yes,
sad
ma'am.
part of it is I'd probably try and take that head on. Okay.
And Squirrel was never heard from again. Though I heard he died with a smile on his face.
And this one we seem to be doing a little bit better as far as getting around things here. Oh, hey! Boxes and barrels that don't break. You're not supposed to be undestroyable scenery. What's up with that?
Yeah. I know. Okay, minus points for that.
Not really. Okay, items. Ooh, we got some heal potions. A blue potion.
All right, good to go.
Leave it to me.
Ooh. Back here.
My time to
Okay,
shine.
My turn.
Okay, the blue guy, he is apparently faster than our other two.
Whoa, a treasure chest.
Fresh treasure chest. Grimnut. A Grimnut. I can't even. I cannot even. Actually, this knowing what the teleport points are for, actually would make things a little easier in terms of getting between points A, B, and well, wherever. But right on the wall. See ya.
We have a very playful apricot. Cords are not safe.
Oh dear.
I have a very lovey tinker, so
That sounds like a good person.
I also have to find
Just
nail
fall down.
trimmers because apricot, he's got pretty sharp claws today.
Oh, how the hell? Okay. Because I actually pulled that off. I actually pulled that off perfectly. And I have no earthly idea how I'm supposed to do that. Once I go. Actually, I do know how to get up higher. Now that I think about it. Question, of course, is going to get there from here. Because I need a little bit more height. Gliding is kind of an issue.
can you do the wall climb?
Well, I was just thinking. Nope, that's not gonna work.
Do the other side of the pillar.
I can't get there from here. I actually have to be able to get to that side of the pillar. And maybe that works. I don't know, it might work. Nope. We're done. Okay, something tells me I'm gonna have to work at this part because yeah, that's gonna be a thing. should be able to get up there. Wait. No, we can't. I know why we can't. Because I'm actually back at the start. I'm back at the start. I ran my ass all the way around and wound up back at the start of the dungeon. That's why I can't get there from here. Because, well, damn it.
I thought I saw you get turned around, but
I did get turned around.
I shut my mouth because I figured I was wrong.
Nope. Not wrong. The boss is that way.
Something's there.
Oh, you wasted a whole bunch of time then.
Actually, I'm well over that 10-minute mark. For almost 15. I suppose that would have been a neat trick if I had managed to get there. Okay, so that's good. Not open from here, which is fine. I'm good with that. Now I'm not sure exactly how. And now I've run out of time. Too early to say. It was. Yeah, an Escher dungeon. Yep, absolutely. Dungeon designed by Escher. So, is anybody else hyped for this?
Actually, this does look very interesting. And that's saying something, considering I'm not much for the super high combat action type, but
This could be good.
Yeah.
This could actually be very entertaining. I was not expecting time limited. If I'd been expecting time limited, I would have set things up a little differently.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but and not necessarily unexpected. Because actually the Ease 8 demo was actually two chunks of dungeon, but they weren't. But it didn't have a time limit attached.
Mm.
And that's the thing that's getting me at the moment. Is it Persona 5? And actually, Dragon Fantasy was a set of games that was put together. This is actually the third game in that sequence.
Yeah.
Kind of doing a retelling. I'm just checking something here real quick. There's some Star Ocean. We've got a few of these Star Ocean games. This is actually the most recent game to release, and I think third or fourth.
I gotta finish the one you convinced me to buy.
Which one was it? Last Hope.
Good.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation about which Final Fantasy games were available. 15, but 15 is going to be kind of
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, folks. I folded. I got a copy of Genshin Impact for PS4 and PC. Oh, here's a game that we want to get to eventually. Remind me.
Oh. Actually, not that I object to that one, but yeah.
Well, it was on sale. It was on sale a while back for like $7.50. Was that right? No, like $5.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I gave almost no.
Oh,
I put out almost no money on that.
Oh, cool. That's not bad.
This one I was crazy enough to pay full price for. It's because the wife actually likes Crash.
But it's nostalgia. Yeah, it's nostalgia.
The wife likes Crash.
Yeah, they did a decent job. Yeah, they did do a good job on it.
So we actually find ourselves with an hour's worth of time on a normal live stream and not nearly that much time in expecting content.
Well,
But,
you did
what just
rush
happened?
through sense, so.
What just happened here? Says no device. Okay, I guess what happened there. All right, time to turn that
You
off
shut
because
down
it
the
just.
PlayStation.
Well, no, it did. The entire beast disconnected. Normally, it would just go click. Normally, it would just shut. Normally, it would just shut up.
Mm.
That still gives us one more game to work with and a lot more time to do it. So we kind of got our time allotment doubled up here. Let's see. What did I do with that link? Now, for those of you who are incredibly disinterested, I have actually finished this game. And yes, I will happily give you my opinions on it if you really want them. But you're going to have to really want them.
Yeah, I want it.
You want it?
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. I'll take it completely in.
This game here is called Abyss of the Sacrifice, and yeah, if anybody ever watched me play or played for yourselves, the Zero Escape series, all of it. Whoop, that's a little loud. You'll have some idea. You'll have a very basic idea of how this game works. It's actually an escape room game. That's its purpose in existing.
Tornado says there's a situation on Capitol Hill right now.
I mentioned that already, actually.
Yeah. Oh.
Capitol Hill, the whole city's in lockdown because according to news sources, we had somebody managed to violate security at the Capitol building.
Ooh.
Now, for this one here, I'm actually going to wind up running through bits and pieces of this game again because I'm still missing 3 achievements, and all 3 achievements involve me screwing up. All right, let me get the. I need to drop the volume on this. Hang on. There is. We have 5 girls that we're typically running around here with. Asta.
Okay.
Olga. And yes, I'll be clicking this off as soon as they get. She is called Chloe. I don't know what her original name is, but Chloe actually is more of a title. Kika. That's pretty much everybody.
I see the name Chloe used a lot.
Well, actually, in this particular game, Chloe is very much a title.
Yeah.
It's not so much an actual name. And it's certainly not that girl's name. Because there are 2 characters involved here, one of which I didn't actually show you, who are in a little bitch slap fight. Over who actually gets to use that name. All right, this is actually the final, and I'm going to load this. Because that means I can access. That means I should be with a very small amount of work. I can access anything I'm really looking for, and I can always come back to this timeline. I can always reload until I can select a different location. So, this is the opening sequence. We're going to be dealing with Miki this time. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and replay it. Because, why not? Now, This thing is actually marked up for a controller, and that's what I'm going to use this time. But we can in fact do this strictly with the mouse. You can play it one hand.
Okay.
It is actually faster in some ways to use the controller.
Mm-hmm.
And Miki is a very weird little bird. All of these girls have something massively fucked up about their history. Seriously, a lot of this is very, very, very dark. So if you don't like dark, then you want to avoid this game. Okay. For example, to a limited degree, now a Neil part Daft Punk mashup. Okay, cool. So yeah, some of this shit is seriously dark. Especially history surrounding Asuna and it's Asuna, Miki, and Jitka. It's terrible. Chloe more or less has done this shit to herself, and Olga is probably the one that is least affected, but has the deepest. Although her ties to everything that's going on right now are the ones that run the deepest. Whilst not directly involved, her history we get in bits and pieces. Across pretty much, and her history affects everyone else's, without exception. I'll stick to my Dragon Quest stories. She's lying there wearing that heavy ass backpack. What am I doing? Now, something has happened here. You can already tell. Why would she be on the floor otherwise?
Yeah. I was thinking either she was pushed or fainted or spawned.
No, none of those actually. It actually gets reasonably clear as we go through even this sequence. Looky what I see. Somebody with her foot pinned under things. Ooh. Now you can imagine what might have happened here.
Some sort of accident, obviously.
Or a large earthquake. Or something. Because actually, one of the things... Earthquakes actually do terrify the Japanese to a large degree, especially bigger ones. And this is what most people in North America have never experienced an earthquake. Those of us that have... those things are worthy of respect.
Yeah, they get them quite often, don't they?
Yeah. Well, realize that what you're looking at is one big mountain range with some flat space around it.
Yep.
It's really pretty up in the Japanese mountains, but you get a very strong you gain a very strong respect for the power of the Ring of Fire.
Off we go.
Oh look, a staircase. We're going to see that staircase. By the way, this staircase is not the only time we see this room in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just to give you my opinions on it. And actually, this was kind of my opinion when as I started the game. And it was even stronger when I got to the end of the game. If you liked the Zero Escape series, 999 Virtue / Reward and Zero Time Dilemma, if you like those games, this will actually scratch that itch. It was recently ported to PC and some other spots, but it was originally a PlayStation portable game. And if I remember correctly, this is also available on Switch.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so now she's unlike previously, she's now in a puddle of water. If she can't get out from under that thing, she's going to have serious issues. The door out of here is the top of the stairs. Screwed otherwise. Alright, left bumper, and I want you! Surprised Pikachu face. Okay, back there. And here's your use command. Now, the reason I did this as a load and not a new game was so that I could avoid all of the extra tutorial missions that waste everybody's time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there a loose wire? There's electric current under here. But in terms of the laws of physics, you can actually look here. You would think that since that area there is completely full, we've got water overflowing it, she'd be getting a continuous shock. This is not the case.
Depends. Water electricity is weird.
Electricity and water is actually very predictable. It depends, but it really depends on how much current you're getting too. Okay, let's have.
It also depends on its destination too. Because there's this stupid, and I'll never get one of these, but these shower heads that have a built-in heater for the water, so they heat the water.
And that's because the electric current is actually isolated from the heating element.
No, it's not. If you looked into them, it runs right over the active live wire coils. It uses the ground to attract the.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah.
Of course it does. That's kind of the thing. All right.
Yeah, but if your ground fails.
Then yeah, you might actually have a problem. Okay, we now have a battery. Battery. Okay, I got. And we have a little metal fixture, because of course we do. And this is interactable. What does that do? Oh, okay. So now we have a cord, probably looks like an electrical cord or something similar. So this thing was sparking a little bit ago. Maybe that's worth something. Okay. Let's pop it in there. Cool. And some of these things can get a little on the annoying side. Determining which bits are covered by command mode and which bits are just direct inventory shit or click can actually be kind of an issue. That raises the thing, and now she can get her foot out. Now, quite a few of these are actually divided by Search and story. It's exploration segments.
That might be up the Mother of Dragons arena. She kind of likes.
I'm serious. This
Didn't know.
this game is about to set the tone.
Ah. She might not like the story though.
Just wait. You will
could be
see
wrong.
things.
I could be wrong, but
All right. Well, let's start with that. Leads pressing the door button leads to no reaction, but there's a light behind it. Why? I don't know. So how about we short this out, shall we? Okay.
go for it.
One screwdriver. Nope, we want the battery first. Feels hot to the touch as if it's built up heat. Well, great. Come on. There we go. You get things in the right order. Sometimes you can combine things. You know, you rub a thing on another thing. At least you're not going to get lectured about how that's not going to work, which is good.
Yep.
But it also tends to confuse things a tad. Sometimes. And if we pop that right on there, mind you, a battery doesn't tend to actually work that way. And it tends to create quite a few. If you do manage to do something like that, sparks are the least of your worries.
Yeah.
Now this escape is actually done now.
Cool.
I think I've been here before.
Does she got a little bit of amnesia?
No, not really.
Ah.
This is actually a thing that she's kind of half remembering.
Mm.
She says, "Jump, jump." What? Actually, turns out Miki in her prior to the start of the game was a track and field sort of creature. Not the fastest, but certainly she's not as good at the track part, but definitely better at some of the things, including the high jump. It's like her big thing. Yeah, try not to wire things like that. That's terrible.
Yeah, I tend to do that in my games.
But all I see is sky. Now, notice please that you have that we have a structure overhead. These domes, that dome is actually important because everything here is domed. All of it. You would be forgiven for thinking that where they are is on a planet. Don't ask how you do conveyor belts. Yeah.
If you saw how I did things, you would sit me down and give me a lecture for about 2 hours.
If you're being that stupid, it'd probably go longer than that. If you're stupid enough to, if your wiring process is stupid enough to warrant a 2-hour lecture, it'd probably also warrant me telling you exactly how to rewire it so that you don't kill yourself, which will take quite a bit longer. Because I'll teach you, because most of that will be theory. She won't be behind it. Or will she?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oy.
The tone is now set.
Yeah.
Mind you, we do know how that we actually do get a chance to see how this particular scene comes to pass much later in the game. This will be explained, just not now.
Oh.
Fall down and go boom. Yes, ma'am. To be continued. End escape 1.
4 minutes to back to class.
Alright, so here is number 2, and this is the one I'm gonna try and wrap on this, but I don't think it's gonna be quite long enough. That's alright.
Did we lose our game?
Yep. She's got shit on her. She's got something very large and very heavy on her legs. Black glossy liquid, probably oil or something not dissimilar. Oh no, it's blood. It's just dark in here. As
Already
opposed
too much blood for my taste.
Well, I don't know.
I'm squeamish.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, when you get there is a good ending to this game, and only one.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to see all of it before you can get there. In fact, you'll see a couple of things twice. She's okay. Whose blood is that? It's yours. Well, at least part of it should be. That blood doesn't belong to anyone in this room. And yes, their translation could use a little work.
Eh.
Funnily enough, not as much as you'd think, though. Trying to give you
I'm
guys...
not a grammar Nazi.
Alright, so let's have a look at the hand. Ooh, bag first. Let's see if we've got a name. Let's see if you've got a name.
Boys, back to class.
A cosmetics pouch, a wallet, and a notebook. Let's go with the notebook. Including Anastasia. And actually her name is... She doesn't refer to herself by that name. But at least we know what her actual name is. Okay, so still nice and toasty, which means
Awesome.
not dead. Yeah, this is Asuna. We're giving Asuna a good we're copying a good feel on Asuna.
I noticed. Yeah.
Nope, no entries there. Still toasty.
Miss Allen, pull.
My tablet kicked me off this time.
Oh noes.
Ah.
Actually, she's not dead, Crypto. She's got some issues, but she's not dead.
What?
No,
Me?
none of the blood looks. No, the character on screen here.
Oh.
Yo.
That's right, folks. The blood in question is not hers. So all this blood, not hers.
Either we need to call the local detective, or somebody went pop in front of her.
Actually, turns out it's not as complicated as all that.
Ugh.
Okay, so clearly not. She's probably pining for the fjords. Oh, God. No, she's not a Norwegian blue, Thomas. She really isn't. Oh, she's got the attitude of one. A bulletin board on the wall. Let's have one.
Colby, are you on Miss Allen?
Is there an infirmary? Probably. Monty Python Raptors Crypto. That's the dead parrot sketch. A first aid kit would do. No, that's not going to be what's needed. All right, circle section 2. Ooh, somebody's talking.
Voice.
Alex? Whoa, be careful, guys. You're gonna grab his... No, you're gonna grab... Don't grab his dishes on the floor. Alex?
Okay, now we actually have a proper, a really nice little search section we have to do here. What's on the other side? Okay, fine. Let's have a look at the other side. Can I get that open? Yes. Okay, so that is something we cannot use now. Let's pop this off of here. That looks like fun. Ooh, we can go down.
Ooh.
It is not impossible that I have missed something thus far.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you didn't go down there. Oh, that would do it. Yeah.
Okay, I don't see anything I might have missed. It actually took me a little while to figure out how exactly that worked. Oh, hello you. A metal plate.
Metal plate. Yeah. As I said, this would probably be more up the Mother of Dragons alley.
Okay, we are definitely missing an object.
A handle or something?
And in fact, there it is. A spring.
A spring.
Alright. There, and let's set it that way. Can I make this work now? Oh yes, there we go.
Nice up skirt shot.
Why not?
Yep.
Pining
Okay.
for the
People
fjords.
get triggered. Get triggered.
I'm sorry, I missed the
We corrected
I
you.
missed the interrobang. I thought it was just a question mark there. So my bad. Sorry, Crypto. I got it. I got this. Now somebody looks unhappy. No, I did not have this. This is not actually a choice that I could make. Miki did that one for herself. Need more coffee. Not enough coffee in the squirrel today. Watashi wa Miki, she said. Okay. Oruga, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sick. What? What's this about sick? Let's go. It's a medical scanner. This medical scanner actually proves to be problematic later.
No.
Oh yeah. There's a thing going on right there. But they managed to eliminate and then go back to, and then it comes in handy once again much later. Much later. Short-term radiation exposure.
Uh-oh.
And that was the spoiler because she was going to say that right. She was going to say that next. How indeed. Not the recent accident, actually. No.
Getting music, please.
そのうち急変するはず。多分あと2、3時間後ぐらい。そしたらもう助からないわ。
Okay, that's it for Escape 2. I'm not sure how far I want to get into this at this point, because the next sequence is actually can be fairly long if you don't have all the information you need. So that's going to be kind of a thing.
I take it that's the whole style of the game though, that there isn't like some other mode like combat or anything. So.
No, there is no actual combat, or at least not anything
Okay,
that you can control. It's really is, and like the other games I mentioned, it really is about thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that hidden object type vibe to it. So.
Well, that's actually true of all escape room games, and this is very much that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've got about 25 minutes or so. Do we want to try that, or do we want to try the next one, or do we want to kind of do something else and then maybe wrap up?
I think I've seen enough. Yeah, maybe do something else, because I think I've seen enough of the... It's kind of cool, but eh.
I don't know. What does everybody else think? I want to know what the rest of you think.
I think I'm getting
Getting?
I have to do some laundry.
Okay. So somebody's already creeped out. Is that what I'm? Is that what I'm hearing? What?
I just have the plan that I have to do it today, and I really should get it done.
Well, that's fine. I don't actually mind. Not that you need my permission to do anything of the sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I might just head off then and say, talk to you guys another time then.
All right. Is Sanji
Okay.
even still present? That's the other question.
I'm still here.
Oh, good. What do you think of this thing?
I think it has potential. I would rather see more of it in order to get a firm grip on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like escape room games. It just this one is a little creepy, but it's a good kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going with that. It's not everything makes sense, even in the end game.
Mm-hmm.
But they do actually think to come up with some kind of a clutch to actually wrap things up.
Right.
You're not necessarily going to. We're not going into the game knowing anything about the circumstances. In fact, we don't even have a clear view of what the environment actually is.
Mm.
And for despise of spoilers, I won't get into that. Because some people hate spoilers.
Myself included.
I won't get into the details, but I'd definitely run this game about, if I was going to give it a number, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 7. It's actually a good game.
Right.
Although some of the bits are frustrating. There are some puzzles, especially those that concern passwords and PIN codes, that kind of thing, where there's some serious math involved. And at least some level of guesswork. Most of the written text in the game is actually in Cyrillic.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually kind of interesting. We do actually get a little bit of Greek writing down towards the latter end of the game. Some things are written in Greek, much older bits. But all of the text is in English, and the spoken, and we only have Japanese for a spoken language. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and pop that. I'm going to go ahead and turn this one off, because I think Opal is way too creeped out.
The dragon is creeped out about something? That's news to me.
And since I've got 5 seconds, since we've got 20 minutes or so, let's have a look at a game that arrived just a little while ago. This game has actually been out for a while on Epic. It's called Super Mash. And it's loud.
RIP headphone users.
Yeah. Loading. Yes, we know it's best played with the controller, and they have a reason for that. Okay, options. Music volume down that far.
Is this where I inform you that no one's seeing anything?
Just
Other
a
than
moment,
somebody
please. I
desperate
can't.
for the
I'm not. Hey, Opal, chill. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing what I want either. So there we go. That's better. And now I can actually swap tabs and go and get into OBS for that. and that's because exploits auto detect doesn't work in here. I have to do this shit manually when I switch games. All right, folks, welcome to Super Mash. And this game actually makes games. You pick you'll see what we got going on here in a minute. Now this thing arrived by key for Steep just a little while ago. As in about an hour and a half before the stream started.
Oh, wow.
It's not a very big install, but it's big. But it's actually big enough for our purposes. All right, let's try it. Because I've had it forever on Epic, and I just have never actually brought it together. Uh-oh. That looks like this guy got pink slipped. Oh, somebody's jumped him. Ben jumped.
Testing. Is this thing on?
One hopes it's
The
on.
whole thing started a few months ago. It was a typical Saturday morning with my sis, looking for games at a local garage sale. As we were about to leave, I spotted this kid begging his parents for a busted-up original G player. I heard them tell him it wasn't in the budget. The spoiled kid would have thrown a fit, but I watched him quietly walk away. Something inside said to give him my G Player X. The kid looked at me like it was Christmas or something. The owner of the house was watching me, and she handed over a giant box of play-type carts and some hardware. Looked like a bunch of amazing junk at the time.
Amazing junk is not a problem.
Our landlord stopped by. He just sold the building, and we had 1 month to get out. Jume was devastated. She spent the last 4 years of her life building up the shop, and in the span of a few minutes, it all seemed to be slipping away. Honestly, if it wasn't for my friend Rob digging through the box, we might have forgotten all about it. And what happened next changed our lives forever.
Uh-oh.
Why am I recording this? Well, we've gotten ourselves into something deep. And this is what the hero always does in movies. Let me tell you about the MASH machine.
Okay.
No, I don't know any more about this game. I honestly don't know much more about this game than you do, Opal. It works. What'd you do? Just put the carts in? Why would you do that? This is fucking weird.
Oh.
They all have a genre layer,
Okay.
genre label, and a bunch of numbers. Let's start with, I don't know. JRPGs, because why not?
And stealth? Action adventure.
Sure, why not?
And now you gotta confirm.
Yep, we're gonna see what that actually winds up looking like. Bloop. Tower of Rebel. Oh God. Oh, this is gonna go badly. This will not end well. And it starts in chapter 10. What the hell?
What? Actually, this looks amusing.
It's intended to be, actually. Bypassing the forces of Memoria. Okay. Ooh. That's a big party.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Lady Justice.
And a staff of transmutation. Ty and Piper. I have no idea what the hell that even means.
Yeah, I was gonna say what? Decrease. Oh.
And we
Hey.
are completely puss.
Hey, I may have to put this on my list.
Well, the game itself is actually not that expensive. It's really not. I forget exactly how much it is, though. Give me a second while it's doing that. It is available on Steam in a week, actually. And there is no price tag on it, which means I have to grab the Epic Game Store because these prices should be very similar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go ahead and start that while we're doing this.
What was the game called again? Mashup or something?
Super
like that?
Mash.
Super Mash. That's it. Come on. There we go.
Well, that would have been nice to know. How about a summon?
What?
Summon
I
a
like
pot.
how they have the odd sprite character there.
What do you summon? Nothing. Fine. Tempest? Let's try that. Ooh. Little fireballs are kind of
You have
stiff.
taunt. Interesting. All. What the hell does taunt do? I gotta know.
Taunt will actually it'll attract all the enemies to you, whatever enemies there might be. All right, let me grab. I'll just set that over here for right now while I try and finish kicking the crap out of these. You don't have a
Yeah,
summon
do that,
either,
I-
lady.
Oh.
Quick. 20 bucks. But yeah, this is a game that makes little games. because that shit is hilarious. I am not the thing I'm not particularly concerned about is violating an embargo I wasn't actually expecting. Flee.
Oh, if it's out on Epic, you can't.
Well, it's been out on Epic for like a year.
Yeah.
Hover boots. Ah, it jumped us. Run away! Run away! Oh, shit. Okay, guess what, folks? We're screwed. We're really screwed.
Yeah. Yep.
Run away! Run away! Nope, can't do that either.
Yeah, you're boned. You're boned badly. I
Aha!
like how they got characters from all sorts of games there.
Okay, revive potion. The silver spear. We buys that. Because why not?
You're gonna need some small potions because.
Okay, so we've got one of the three things we needed. Just as the prophecy foretold, of course. I'm not seeing a menu button. Okay, there we go. I found one.
There you go.
That also means we only have one left. Silver spear, 2.
As the first character, it said it would actually lower your attack.
Oh yeah, because it does. Okay, there you go, Piper. You take the spear. Armor
At least you can do
empty.
more damage now.
No armor. That gives us something, although I'm seeing a bug here. Can you see it? I'll bet you can.
Yep, I was gonna say no. The question is that on purpose or is that?
Chimpokemon the game. All your bases are belong to us. Which you probably sold on eBay. Let's see. Menu and women you, of course, because yeah, what the hell was I want to know what I actually do want to know what the hell was up with that.
Amen. Amen and a woman. Wow.
Yeah, because those things are yeah, there's literally nothing to that. We're going to sell that. Why not? Wait, what? Run that by me again? Okay then.
Sell the potion. Go sell. Yeah.
Okay then. Outstanding. That is just fracking hilarious. You buy for 5 and sell for 10.
Yeah.
Because Amen is... See, here's the thing. The whole Amen thing, that's actually just... is actually a general agreement thing, as opposed to an actual reference to maleness, and actually is it has nothing to do with that. Doesn't even come from the same roots.
You're gonna have to attack. You don't have.
Yeah, I
anything.
know. I don't have anything else. There's nothing else I can do.
You chose not to get more money to get ethers.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I need more. I would actually require more ether anyway. You only have the one spell, and we're gonna wait. We're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that for later. You can summon a pot to drop on that guy. Ow!
I understand the joke here.
Intimidating overpower. Boy, their idea of a JRPG. I'm telling you. It's quick. Well, that actually makes my life slightly simpler. Oh, and there was even a slight recovery in terms. There was even some slight recovery. And I apparently have some more cat. Or do I? Yes, I do. Okay, let's ooh.
Well, buy as many small potions as you can.
Yeah.
Sell them.
Except that I'm gonna wind up at something of a loss.
Oh. How? You buy for 5, sell for 10.
That's not what I meant. Oh, it's glitched. There, okay. It actually does give us a glitch. That's what's going on. It's there are some glitches that were added. All right, item, small ether potion. Need a bunch of those. Okay, so those are good for 25. Can I get around there? Ooh, I'm not sure I want to know what that is. That should be an inn. I'm not sure I want to know what that is.
Well, you're almost out of time, so you may as well, let's experiment.
All right,
for the fun of it.
Walk right in there and it's, oh, adventure games, y'all. Okay, this guy's got the silver sword. It's time to sell some shit.
They sell more for than what you buy them at.
Well, this time.
Oh, Jesus, wow.
Oh, wow, he's got a much better price.
No kidding.
Uh,
Buy some small potions. Get at least a couple revive. You never know. It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
No. I got a buggy cat here. Oh, my poor kitty. I torture my poor kitty. Oh. Oh, I know she has such a hard life, don't you? Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh, I see what's going on. I had those hover boots on, so I flew right over.
Ah. Oh, go get the chest.
All right. Weapon.
You're about to get
Kings.
attacked, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That is going to be some serious damage. Let's do it. Let's see how the new weapons work. Because I think there was supposed to be a silver sword. Or there's a silver sword, a silver spear, and a thing. Well, that wasn't too terrible. Note the ATB bar.
Yeah.
Bullet shatter? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there you go. Mm-hmm. Off you go.
There, that helps. Dicing storm. Wow, okay. Okay. I think we're going to do that. That wasn't as much healing as I was hoping for. That's all right, though. Wow, these pricks can take some serious freaking damage. No. Squick, squick.
Oh. Did somebody
You're the
disappear
one-
or?
That's the one that can summon the pot.
Oh.
Quick. All right. Oh.
A storm front has entered our stream.
Ooh, hello. Is there a tornado in the house? Park, whatever. Bombs.
Well,
Bomb, 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 bomb.
it's very quietly coming along, apparently.
No, it's just trying to sneak up on us. That's what it's doing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the tornado wasn't watching his sneak bar.
Yeah, I was a bit focused on the current issues going on the Capitol Hill floor.
Hey, 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 hey. Mithril stick. Night slicer. There's a silver knife. Maybe that's actually a thing.
Oh wow.
The night slicer apparently is.
You guys are still live, aren't you?
Yeah, just for the
Yeah.
next couple minutes, though. Ooh, 150 the staff of transmutation.
I'm gonna go. I'm a bit concerned with what's going on right now.
Oh, I'd be willing to bet, yeah. Not surprised. Not in any way surprised, Mr. Tornado.
I probably shouldn't even mention the news update.
Aside from DC being on lockdown now?
Well, I meant the package.
Package?
Yeah, there was a package discovered at the RNC, a suspicious package. from what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
They confirmed it was a pipe bomb. It has apparently detonated.
Well,
Thankfully, it doesn't.
I'm guessing they detonated it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but they say nobody was hurt.
Which means likely the authorities detonated the damn thing on purpose. Yeah, the Atari Jaguar version of Mario.
It's just, I have no words. I mean, I woke up at like 2:12, and all of a sudden, in the span of less than 2 hours, everything starts going wrong.
This actually, honestly, this is not a surprise. It's really not a surprise. In fact, I'm actually more surprised it hasn't gotten worse. That it's not worse than it is.
One thing's for sure, 2021 is already down the tubes and into the septic tank.
I think
all
you
knew
have
that.
entirely too high an opinion of it at this point.
Let me guess, you think it's dug its way past the core and is now on its way to Alpha Centauri at superluminal speed.
Nope, the Greater Magellanic Cloud.
It is currently dug its way through Earth's core and is on its way to the Larger Magellanic Cloud at hyperluminal speed.
Nope, sublight.
Why sublight?
Because it'll take forever. Because this shit is not likely to end anytime soon.
Oh God. We need a Greater Magellanic Cloud at sublight.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see it. But we'll see the end of this in a few billion years.
That's hysterical, actually. I'm gonna go because I'm more focused on current events right now than on the game streams. See ya.
All right. Catch you later.
Bye.
It was a silver axe we were looking for. And we're done. Ooh, tokens. And it still comes back to you, just slowly.
Oh, cool.
Cool. And we can save.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun.
Yeah, I
And
like
you have a
this.
share button.
I like what I see.
ZXHH. And you get a little code that you can write down and show to everybody else. Because reasons.
Oh, I remember the days of codes. One of my first favorite games, Metroid. Yeah, you had the only way you could do your continue was use codes.
ZXHHLX. There we go. File save. So I'm probably gonna post a whole. One of these days I'll probably post a whole bunch of them.
Cool.
And we can go back. The Wario of Meshes achievement unlocked.
Ooh. There's things around the store.
And there's stuff around the store that we can pick up and work around. And then there's a button we can use for just quick meshes. Throw something together, see what happens. And your regular quest markers. You've got items all over the place. We can talk to Girly here, etc. So, sure, that sounds like fun. Eating. No, I think eating statues might be a little painful. All right, so I think that's going to about do it for us today. I'm actually kind of glad I broke this out.
Yeah, no, so am I. This was awesome.
And now it's actually bugging me that I didn't do that, or that I didn't do that months ago when I first had the opportunity. There is one more thing I want to show you guys before I wrap this up, and that is let me see. I'm going to let me just click here and add that image. This goes back to the original thing. Because apparently a window capture is just not in the cards this week. Oh, there it is. I see it. And of course it's outsized because I have. Ugh, I hate this. This is a thing I hate about OBS. OBS, what I hate about you.
There you go. Almost.
Yeah, I've actually got it now.
That's fine. That's perfect.
This is a statement. This is a statement from the Top Hat folks, or from the folks that made the game. With the recent news of Sense, a Cyberpunk ghost story coming to Nintendo Switch, we are aware of a large amount of messages and demands aimed towards the game's console platform release based on lies, specifically that it is pornographic or encourages violence or somehow breaks the law. I love Twitter lawyers. You know that? People that don't actually hold Juris Doctorates. But somehow or another managed to figure out that this particular thing that they don't like is somehow against the law. I don't get that. I just don't.
Neither do I.
All right. Let me leave that right there, and I'll just click that off. But we've received death threats from those who feel threatened by what essentially boils down to an aesthetic decision of how pixels are arranged on a screen. They demand major censorship. Let us be clear on this. We will not censor the game because of self-centered crowds who care solely about grandstanding. We categorically and absolutely refuse to restrict creative expression. Creators should be allowed freedom to express themselves, particularly when it is an expression of the subcultures they have been immersed in. As the Cyberpunk game, Sense uses imagery and themes relating to a future of hyper-commercialized, over-commodified imagery, and it's as part of its cyberpunk theme and inspiration. This is reflected in all character designs. We saw those at the top. With that said, we expect this is lost on those attacking the developer for being harmful or somehow inflicting violence and pain. How the hell they come up with that, I don't know. And what the hell they're working on as far as what consists of harm or violence. Those who believe words or images inflict violence should perhaps stop spurting their own I think he meant spouting their own hateful, false rhetoric and cease condoning death threats to those who they disagree with. Yeah, let's go with that. Hypocrisy in action, folks. We reject any and all of the aforementioned brazen characterizations of the game. Would like to reiterate our principles against tampering with the creator's expressions. We would also like to reiterate this game is rated ESRB M, which is 17 plus or PEGI 18. This is not an adults-only game, nor have any laws been broken as some social media commentators ridiculously claim out of their biases. More like out of their asses. Because that's pretty much where they reached around to grab that from. The game's rating reflects target audience, and yet this fact is lost on those who have been led by a will to blindly crusade against their false perceptions. Once again, since a Cyberpunk Ghost Story is rated ESRB M, the game will release as planned without censorship on the 7th of January 2021 for the Nintendo Switch. That's tomorrow. It can be pre-ordered and preloaded now on the Nintendo eShop. The game is past QA on other platforms. Release dates are being decided. The game will not be censored. We categorically refuse. It's about damn time someone got a frackin' spine. Thank you, Top Hats. We love you for this. We want to see this happen more. Not less, more. As much as it's actually criminal that you've been getting death threats, it is more. It would. I think it probably, but it would have been worse if you tucked your tails and run away. Don't do that, folks. This is how you stop This is how you stop the hate mob. Tell them to get bent.
And then if they continue, show receipts. Which is what they did.
Well, they actually, I don't, did they actually, oh, that's right, they did actually publish a lot, they published several images of a lot of this. We'll go into that whole situation in a lot more detail in a future stream, but right now I think unless something changes in a drastic way, we're playing golf with your friends on Saturday. Because we have loads of courses we didn't cover the last time. So I think we're gonna do that. Mostly because I'm feeling like lazy. Oh, I honestly don't. I actually expect Trigger to do exactly what Trigger does, and that's get triggered over the smallest shit. I mean, they took one thing out of the game and turned it into everybody's worst nightmare. Oh, what's up with that? Okay, some of the characters have big tits. Do I care? No, I don't. In fact, I built an entire live stream, with the exception of that last game, surrounded surrounding the idea of there are people with big tits in all of those games. All of them. There were no exceptions.
Yep.
Okay. We didn't get a chance to see Jetka, or you would have in Song of the or in Sacrifice of the Abyss, or you would have seen. She is very heavily chested. Very heavy. She puts everybody else to shame. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And this is just a reflection of reality. Most of these things are. There is some small slice of these games, and every game that reflects the reality of the people that made it. Be it in aesthetic choices or gameplay or any one of a million other things. Trigger needs to back off. Stop being a shart-load of freaking hypocrites, and the companies need to stop bowing. 3 people are pissed off at Twitter. Sony censors 5 games. Because why the fuck not? And everything in this stream thus far has been leading back to that exact message.
Yep.
Don't be squeamish. These people are just yelling into the ether. And if you make it clear that that's what they're doing, they'll stop. Everybody gets pissy about the trolls. Don't talk to them. Don't give them oxygen. They'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or mock them mercilessly. Run them off with their tails between their legs. Do that. You could do that. That's what these guys did. This is what I did last week. The last Saturday's live stream, I had a troll in here, and we just kind of mocked him until he went until the end of the stream. Then he fucked off. Hasn't been back. Don't care. He can come back if he wants. I'll mock him again. And why would I mock him again? Because he's got it fucking coming. Yeah. Seriously. Humor and sunlight are the best disinfectants ever for shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
If you
That's
find
why they
yourself
don't like comedy.
If you find yourself in the middle of a cancel mob, just tell them to get bent. Do something else, or do the same, or keep doing the same thing for all that matter. What's the worst they can do to you after that? Nothing. They've already canceled you. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I dare them to cancel me. I haven't got anything to lose. I got nothing. You can take the audience away. The worst that's going to happen is I won't be getting as many games as I do now. And maybe that encourages me to start running through my backlog. Because it's a big backlog. I've got almost 4,000 games on Steam. You know what the sad part of that is? I haven't played a lot of them. So you'd probably get a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
And no, COD is not teaches me coordination for robbing who won't give me free Doritos about it. Get him, Crypto, get him. Fight him.
Yep, that's why I like Crypto.
Crypto, get him, Crypto, fight him. But get your butt down here. Get your butt across the border and down here. I'll buy you a beer, man. Seriously. All right. That is definitely going to wrap it up for us today. I went on kind of a rant. It's been a while since I've done kind of a rant, and I'll get another opportunity here very, very soon because we got some more shit. We got some more bullshit that's going on. But yeah. So between now and the next time we see you, be safe, be sane.
And let's make games totally awesome again.
All right, folks. Seizure.